Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel, M Maurya Maths channel. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe my channel and enable the bell icon for the further updates. Hi dear friends, in the previous class we had learned the theorem 4.1. In today's class, let's continue the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. This is also one of the important 3 marks theorem that definitely they will ask you in the examination for 3 marks. So that's why today let's learn in easy way how to prove this theorem 4.2. The tangents drawn from external point to a circle are equal. This is a very easy theorem, my dear. Tangents drawn from an external point to a circle. Okay, so first I have to draw a circle. This is O is called a center of a circle. Now here outside of this circle draw mark an external point, that is P. P is called the external point, right? Now we have to draw the tangents from an external point P. We have to draw tangents, 2 tangents that I will draw now. The tangents, one is A to P, name it as A, and one more tangent, this. So this is called a B. Okay, now according to this statement of this theorem, the tangents drawn from an external point, the tangent which are those, that is a PA and PB, these 2 tangents draw from an external point are equal. These 2 tangents AP and BP both are equal. This we need to prove this. Okay, now let's write a data for this. Data. Now what we had written in this figure, the same thing you should write here. So that is the data only. Now first what we did, we draw a circle with center O. Here O is called the center of the circle. O is the center of the circle. And what are PA and PB? PA and PB are the tangents drawn from an external point P. So that's why PA and PB are the tangents drawn from an external point P. Okay, this is the data. O is the center of the circle, PA and PB are the tangents drawn from an external point P. So this is the data. Next, to prove. See, we need to prove these 2 tangents AP. We need to prove PA is equal to PB. This means these 2 tangents PA and PB both are equal. So that is we need to prove. Now we have to do the construction for this. Construction. And a construction, now look here, what I will do, that is only the construction. Look here, I am joining from O to P, right? Join from O to P, and also the radius from O to A and as well as O to B also. The better to do lines like this, because you came to know that these dotted lines indicate that this is a constructed by us. Now construction, you have to write what you drawn in this figure. In that construction, what I did, join number 1 O to P, join O and P, join O and P, and the secondly OA and OB, OA and OB. Just I join O to P and OA to OE. Now after this we need to do proof of this theorem. Okay, proof. Now after construction, now you are observing that there are two right triangles are there. Look here, that is AOP, triangle AOP and triangle BOP. These two right triangles you are observing. Okay, my dear students. So now I will compare these two triangles. Now compare triangle AOP and triangle BOP. Compare the triangle AOP and as well as BOP. Now firstly, here observing that is perpendicular to AP and OB is also perpendicular to BP. So these two are perpendicular. The perpendicular means here angle A is 90 degree and as well as angle B is also a 90 degree. Is it right? Can you remember according to theorem 4.1? According to theorem 4.1, here the radius from center to a tangent, these angles are perpendicular from the theorem 4.1. So now I will write here that O angle OAP is equal to, in this triangle OBP is equal to 90 degree. Here 90 degree because of what? Because from theorem 4.1. According to a theorem 4.1, these two angles are 90 degree. Okay. So my dear students, for this you have to understand triangle. The right angle triangle means, see, look here, this ABC is called a right angle triangle. Angle C, at least one angle must be a 90 degree. So this is called a right angle. Opposite to this AB side is called hypotenuse side. This is a right angle triangle. Okay, so now here I already told you angle A and B are 90 degree. Opposite to 90 degree is called what? Opposite to 90 degree, I already told you, opposite to 90 degree is called what? Yes, definitely it is an hypotenuse. So that's why OP here, OP is called the hypotenuse. Therefore hypotenuse OP is equal to, for these two triangles, triangle AOP and BOP, OP is called the hypotenuse for and common side for both the triangles. So that's why hypotenuse OP is equal to hypotenuse OP. Because, why? Because the reason is because of common side. Both are common side. These two are common side. Now, and also one more point you can observe here. What is OA and OB? OA and OB are called what? Yes, definitely they are the radius. OA equal to OB. OA equal to OB. These two are called radii of same circle. Okay, radii of same circle. So now you are observing all these 3 points. One is a right angle and hypotenuse, and another one is the radii of the same circle. My dear students, you have to go back and recall from the 9th standard concept. There you have learned SSS congruency, SAS congruency, and also RHS congruency. Okay, do you remember that? In that you have learned what is meant by RHS, right angle hypotenuse side congruency rule. Under that you have learned in a right angle triangle. See, now I will explain once again what is means by the RHS congruency rule. To explain that, you have to consider the 2 right triangles. Now you are observing there are 2 right triangles. If 2 right triangles, the hypotenuse and one side of a triangle is equal to the hypotenuse and one side of the other triangle, and hence these two, then the 2 triangles are congruent. So now you are observing that here KL is on hypotenuse side and AB is on hypotenuse side. Now these 2 are congruent. When I say the congruent, all the 3 elements must be equal. So that is angles and also side, and as well as the size must be equal. So that is called the congruency. Now you can see that. Now just I will fold here. See, these 2 triangles overlap and coincide, hence this is called a congruency, okay, of this triangle. So now the RHS congruency means right angle, hypotenuse and side. Here this is called the 90 degree. This is a right angle triangle. Opposite to 90 degree, it is hypotenuse. It is always the longest side, and this is a side, adjacent side to 90 degree. So this is a right angle, hypotenuse, side. This RHS congruency rule we have to use here. You are observing that this is called 90 degree. Opposite to this, OP is an hypotenuse and this is a side. So that's why we are using based on that. Now can you say, children, here you can say the triangle AOP congruent to triangle BOP. These 2 are congruent because of what? Because these 2 are congruent. Why? Because of RHS congruency. RHS congruency. According to RHS congruency, these 2 triangles are congruent. Okay. So now finally this implies PA equal to PB. PA equal to PB. Why? Because PA equal to BB. Why? Because look here, PA equal to PB, that means the tangents drawn from an external point are equal. Why? If the 2 triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides also they will be equal. The length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Because of, according to this RHS congruency, this corresponding part of a congruent triangle, they are equal. So this is AP and BP are the 2 corresponding sides both are equal according to CP/CT. Okay, CP/CT. What is mean by CP/CT? CP/CT is nothing but corresponding part of congruent triangle. Okay, so that is called the CP/CT. So this much is the proof. You have to prove this much only. You will get definitely a 3. Now I will show you a simple demonstration to understand the concept of congruency. You could remember the congruent means equal in all respects or shapes and size of the corresponding figure. These two lines are called the tangents from an external point. These two are called the radii of a circle. Now observe clearly. See, now you could observe these two are congruent because they are all equal in size and shapes, and you can coincide this with one another. They will exactly equal each other, so they are called the congruent. Okay, now you can, I hope you understood what is mean by a congruency of a triangles. Okay.